It's currently pouring down with rain outside and I'm about to give myself a blowout. It's too late, I've committed. First, I'm gonna go in with a heat protectant serum. This is one by Porology. I'm gonna link everything that I use down below as well. Okay. My hair is damp, by the way. And then I'm gonna go in with a heat protectant spray. This is just one by Redken. It's never too much heat protectant, in my opinion. Let's get started. I pretty much section my hair the same way that I do whenever I do my curly hair routine. And then once again, a bit more heat protectant, especially on my ends. This is the bad boy that I'm going to be using today, and it claims to give you little to no heat damage. This is very much a visual tutorial, but I'm going to tell you guys a few tips and tricks as well. If you're going to be using the Dew Up blow dry like I am, there's one thing to know. Air dry your hair just a little bit more than I did. I didn't pick up on how wet my hair actually was until I brushed it and realised it was soaking. I washed it and left it in a bun so I could get a few things done, when in theory I should have really let it air dry properly, but that was my mistake. It's no big deal, but it does mean that the process took longer than it should have. That means that the heat was on my hair for longer than it actually needed to be. I love a good blowout, but I love my natural hair more, as I should. So my main priority is always going to be to preserve my natural hair at all costs. So because my hair was pretty wet, I was doing 4 to 5 passes to get it silky smooth like this. If it was damp like it's meant to be, it would take around 2 to 3 passes, I would say. All in all, it took me around 40 minutes to do my entire head, which I think is incredible. Also, can we just admire how sleek my hair is getting with just this brush? This brush is on the slightly pricier side, but honestly it is worth every single penny because it means that I don't have to go in with straighteners. And I will die on the hill that the worst thing for your hair is those straighteners. Okay, I do own a pair, don't get me wrong, and I'm not being a hypocrite, but they are so bad for your hair. A blow dryer or a blow dry brush like this just reassures me so much more, in a sense where I know that my curls are not going to be damaged, unless I do like a million passes, but duh, that's obviously going to damage my hair. So there isn't much volume to my hair, I am aware, but it's because it's just far too long, and I do have layers but not many. If you have shorter hair, it's definitely going to give you that bouncy blow dry look. Okay, when it comes to the front of my hair, I like to take a different approach to create the illusion of more volume. Now, by all means, I am not a professional, okay, and I think that's pretty obvious, but this is just what I do, and I feel like it works well for my hair. I could also put rollers in, and I think that would help in terms of volume, but honestly I can't be bothered. So this was the next best thing, and honestly I loved it. So I think I've tried about 3 to 4 different blowout brushes, and I can hand on my heart say this one is my favorite one, and it's the one that pulls on my hair the least. Probably shed around 5 hairs max whenever I use this blowout brush. I don't use this often, and I recommend that you don't either. And here you have it. These are the final results of my at-home blowout. Let me know what you think.